Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. Today I and my team want to talk about unemployment in Indonesia and why it's still a big issue in 2025. After COVID-19 and the global economic slowdown, Indonesia economy has started to recover, but recovery doesn't mean everyone gets a job. In 2025, Indonesia unemployment rate is still around 4.7 to 5%, which is higher than some Asian countries like Thailand and Singapore. This shows that job creation in Indonesia is not growing fast enough to match the number of people looking for work. One of the biggest problems is youth unemployment. Many young people struggle to find stable, formal jobs after graduating. Some lack the right skill, some don't have work experience, and others end up in informal and low paying jobs. Even though sectors like manufacturing and service are growing, not all young workers are ready for this job. This creates a skill mismatch where job exists but the skill don't match the market needs. The Indonesia government has taken steps to improve this, such as skills training programs, vocational education, and job placement initiative. However, challenges like automation, global economic uncertainty, and population growth continue to put pressure on the labor market.
While graduates have difficulty finding jobs even with degrees. This problem has led to increased youth unemployment as graduates have to compete for fewer jobs that require practical skills. This shows that the education system still places too much emphasis on theory over practical training. In addition, the third factor that worsen unemployment is economic structural changes and automation. Indonesia is moving from a labor-intensive agriculture and manufacturing sector to a more automation-driven technology and service industry. Many companies are now using robots, smart machines, and AI to increase productivity and reduce costs. While the increases efficiency, it has led to a decline in demand for low-skilled workers, while demand for high-skilled workers has increased. As a result, there are large gaps in the job market as many workers lack the necessary digital and technological skills.
In November 2020, Indonesia enacted the Job Creation Law Omnibus Law to attract investment, create jobs, and boost economic growth. The law simplifies business licensing, speed up decision making, and reduce overlapping regulation. It amends many existing laws to improve and ease of doing business, including easier execution, support for economic zone, and incentive for investment by opening more sector to investors, especially in manufacturing and infrastructure. The law aims to increase foreign investment and create more employment opportunities in Indonesia. Indonesia digital economy focus on strengthening digital infrastructure, enhancing digital skills, empowering MSMEs, improving digital governance, and expanding financial inclusion. This initiative align with long-term national visions such as Golden Indonesia 2045, which aims to achieve inclusive and sustainable economic growth. To support this vision, the government introduced the National Strategy for Digital Economy Development 2023 to 2030 as a key guideline for ministry and local authorities. Initiatives such as 100 Smart Cities program and the National AI Strategy highlight Indonesia's strong commitment advancing digital transformation. The Ministry of Communication and Digital Affairs play a central role in driving this transformation by promoting development of 5G network, artificial intelligence data centers, and digital public services. As a result, Indonesian digital economy projected to be surpass 183 billion by 2025 and supported with 75.9% population connected online. Despite this progress, challenges remain including data governance issues and inconsistent law enforcement. Nevertheless, the digital strategy is designed to accelerate digital development and increase the digital economic contribution to the national GDP by 2045. The Pre-Employment Card Program Kartu Pekerja is a government program for Indonesia aged 18 and above. It provides job training and cash incentives to improve skill, job readiness, and entrepreneurship. Originally, the program focused on skill development and the goal is continuous after COVID-19. Each participant received 4.2 million rupiah including training support.
On social media, many Indonesians are concerned that automation will replace human jobs without retraining and upskilling. This suggests that without reskilling and upskilling programs, automation could exacerbate the unemployment problem. In short, unemployment in Indonesia in 2025 is occurring because the workforce is growing faster than job opportunities, graduates' skills do not match industry needs, and economic changes and automation are reducing the demand for low-skilled workers. Therefore, a real solution requires a holistic approach, not just creating jobs but also improving the education system, strengthening practical skills training, and providing reskilling and upskilling programs. Only in this way can Indonesia reduce unemployment and ensure that its workforce is better prepared for the company of the future.
Next, I'm going to talk about recommendation to address this serious issue. Youth unemployment in Indonesia is not just an economic problem, but an issue that requires immediate action. Although Indonesia has the largest economy in Southeast Asia, it still records one of the highest youth unemployment rate in Asia. In 2025, more than 3.6 million unemployed youths in Asia come from Indonesia. This situation is dangerous because youth unemployment can lead to low productivity, growth of informal jobs, and even social instability. One of the main causes of youth unemployment in Indonesia is the mismatch between youth skills and employer needs. Many young Indonesians lack technical, digital, and soft skills, making them unprepared for formal employment. As a result, many youths remain stuck in the informal sector. To solve this, Indonesia can learn from Malaysia TVET system, which align education with industry demand. Programs like Young Future Makers focus on reskilling, upskilling, mentoring, and STEM skills and have successfully reduced youth unemployment. Indonesia already has effective programs such as Kartu Prakerja, which provides training, vouchers, and career guidance. Many participants successfully find jobs or start business after training. However, this program can be improved by stronger cooperation with employers, including apprenticeships and job guarantees after training. Countries like Singapore, through Skill Future, show that combining training with career counseling and job matching helps youth transition faster into employment. Besides training, career guidance is equally important. Many Asian countries invest in job placement centers and career counseling. For example, Malaysia National Career Placement Center acts as bridge between employers and graduates. Indonesia can strengthen its centralized system to provide personalized and continuous career support, especially for NEET youths, those not in education, employment, or training. Another key recommendation is promoting youth entrepreneurship. Countries like Malaysia and Singapore support young entrepreneurs through grant, mentorship, and startup fund such as Cradle Fund and Startup SG Founder. Indonesia can expand its startup ecosystem by providing entrepreneurship training and seed funding, especially in rural and underserved areas. This can be strengthened through public-private partnership, microfinance programs, and integrating entrepreneurship education into schools and higher education. The private sector plays a critical role in reducing youth unemployment. Asian examples show that employer involvement in curriculum design, internship, apprenticeship greatly improve employability. Malaysia apprenticeship programs offer hands-on experience and help bridge the gap between theory and practice. Indonesia can introduce national internship standards and provide tax incentive or allowance to encourage companies to participate. Youth unemployment solution must be inclusive. Groups such as women, people with disabilities, and rural youths face multiple barriers to employment. Asian initiatives like Bridge to the Future focus on empowering vulnerable youths through digital literacy, mentorships, and career services. Indonesia can adopt this inclusive approach to ensure equal access to training and job opportunities for all youths. Addressing youth unemployment also requires strong labor market policies and macroeconomic planning. Indonesia must adapt to global changes such as digital transformation, green economy, and renewable energy sectors. A multi-stakeholder approach involving government, private sector, and civil society is essential to promote decent work and equal opportunity. In conclusion, reducing youth unemployment in Indonesia requires a long-term and comprehensive strategy. Key actions include demand-driven vocational training, entrepreneurship support, strong career service, private sector involvement, and inclusive employment policies. By learning from successful Asian countries, Indonesia can build a strong, skilled, and future-ready workforce. This will not only reduce unemployment but also empower young Indonesians to become innovators, workers, and entrepreneurs who contribute meaningfully to national development. So, in conclusion, unemployment in Indonesia is improving, but it is not solved yet. To reduce unemployment, especially among youth, Indonesia needs better skill training, more quality jobs, and stronger support for young workers entering the labor market. If these efforts continue, Indonesia can turn its young population into a strong economic advantage.